When it comes to popular Latin American music and dance in the United States, Cuba, an island nation in the Caribbean, has had a huge influence on the genre. The first style that comes to your mind is probably salsa. As salsa has gained popularity in the US, it's become somewhat of an umbrella term for many Cuban styles that in reality differentiate heavily from salsa. One of these styles being casino dancing, a fast-paced, heavily diverse dance that can be performed solo, in pairs, or in circles. Amanda Gill and Adrian Valdivia helped spearhead this movement and growth of casino in Washington, D.C. They're the founders of DC Casineros, a dance organization that teaches and performs Cuban dances such as casino.
So casino is the latest evolution of Sundance in a sense. Sundance comes from another dance called dansón, and those particular dances have roots from French and English contra dance traditions, mixed with some of the Caribbean traditions and Afro-Cuban traditions from the island. It was not a dance that came out of a studio. Casino dance is a dance from the people, by the people, for the people. So it's a dance, it's a community dance that really was formed through interpolations and constant evolutions of people just going to events, social gatherings, and dancing together.
The community aspect of dancing rueda de casino, so being able to move synchronously with others. It's very playful, it's very spontaneous, keeps you sort of guessing and on edge.
DC Casineros was founded in the early 2000s.
And the mission is to build healthy, socially cohesive communities through Cuban art, culture, dance.
Amanda and Adrian were inspired by the unique form of casino and the effect that it has on the people who dance it.
It eventually led me to study dance movement therapy and do research in Cuba about how rueda is a therapeutic cultural form for Cubans.
One of them come in at the same time and then they switch and they dance with Mino and they're doing all these different turns, but they are switching back and forth. One of the guys come in and I'm sitting here like mesmerized. I'm like, oh my God, this is what I always wanted to learn since I was little.
I was inspired to start teaching rueda de casino. So the first dance class I ever had at Havana Village, Adrian showed up and was one of the students and became a part of the dance company. Yeah, the rest is history. We'd meet every Saturday and he was always there, never missed.
Because of the Cuban Revolution and the US embargo, casino's development would be trapped within Cuba. It wasn't until the 80s and 90s when, thanks to immigration and the internet, casino began to reach the United States.
And people are listening to this music and they notice the difference. They say, wait, you're playing this regular salsa, but also you throw me this and I'm not sure what it is. And then we start getting videos from Cuba. Oh, this is totally different. This is totally different from what salsa dancers are doing here. Casineros were in the city were kind of like the not wanted child. And we kind of flipped the switch and say, you know what? We're going to create our own socials. We're going to create our own classes. We're going to have people come here. We're going to play Cuban music. And we're going to dance casino. And if you don't like it, hey, you know, and people came. We built it and people came and this has been great.
Today, Casineros is the biggest organization teaching casino dancing in DC. They've performed at over 300 venues in the DC area and have traveled nationally and internationally. As they approach their 20th anniversary, they reflect on the impact casino has had on their lives.
No matter what city, I can go casino dancing anywhere, with or without a partner, because I know when I get there, because there's such a sense of community, there's gonna always be someone to dance with.
Every dance, I would say, is its own language, and this is a very special language that if people don't keep dancing it, spreading it, sharing it, could easily get lost.
As an immigrant, it really helped me maintain my identity here in the United States. This is how human beings are supposed to be in community. There might be other ways. Now we have social media and the internet and all this stuff, but if we're able to come together and dance, that is a revolutionary act.
For the PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs, I'm Santiago Campos in Washington, D.C.